Hello, sixth graders. So today we're going to be talking about dividing mixed numbers. Now it's very similar to dividing fractions. You're still going to keep, change, and flip. But before we even get started, we cannot keep these mixed numbers as mixed numbers. Instead, we have to change them to improper fractions. So in fifth grade, I talked about how to change a mixed number into an improper fraction, and I said to get mad. And basically what that means is multiply, add, denominator stays the same. So keep in mind, an improper fraction means that the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So let's look at this. 2 4/5. We're going to multiply 5 times 2, the denominator times the whole number. So that's the first step. Whatever you get, so 5 times 2 is 10. You're going to add it to the numerator. So we get 10 plus 4, and we get 14. And then the last step is denominator stays the same. So 14 over 5. So we did 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 over, denominator stays the same, 5. Same thing with the next one. Multiply the denominator times the whole number. So we get 15, that's the first step. Add 15 to the numerator. That's the second step, and we get 16. And then the denominator, which is 5, that's the third step, stays the same. So now we have our keep, change, flip problem. So now we can just keep, change the division to multiplication, and then flip or find the reciprocal of 16/5, and we get 5/16. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't feel like multiplying 14 times 5 and 5 times 16. Instead, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to teach you a little trick, and I like to call it pre-simplification. And basically what that means is just simplifying this problem before we even multiply straight across. So we're going to do that by looking diagonally. So let's look diagonally at the 5 and the 5. All right, so we're looking diagonally because remember in dimensional analysis, this is really just a fraction. So at the end when we multiply, the 5 and the 5 are on top of each other. So we're just simplifying before we even get to this part. We're still dividing by top and bottom the same exact number. So look at 5 and 5. What can they both be divided by? What number can go into both 5 and 5? Well, the number is 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Make sure that you're dividing both of these by the same number. All right, now let's look diagonally the other way. What number can go into both 14 and 16? Meaning, what's the GCF of 14 and 16? And that number, 14 can be divided by it, and 16 can be divided by it, and that number is 2. So 14 divided by 2 is 7. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So now our fraction is just 7 over 1 times 1 over 8. Whew, look how easy that is. 7 times 1 is 7. 1 times 8 is 8. And that is our answer. So 2 4/5 divided by 3 1/5. The first step was changing them into improper fractions. The second step was keep, change, flip. And the third step, to save us a lot of trouble, was to just do some pre-simplification. Let's do another problem. All right, the next problem I want to do is 6 3/4 divided by 1 1/8. So again, change both of these to improper fractions. All right, so multiply 6 times 4 is 24, plus 3, 24, 25, 26, 27. Denominator stays the same. divided by 8 times 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So it becomes, and the denominator stays the same, 9/8. Now we can keep, change, flip. So we keep 27/4. We change the division to multiplication, and we flip or find the reciprocal of 9/8, and we get 8/9. Now again, I don't want to do 27 times 8 and then 4 times 9 and figure out what that is and then simplify that. That's a lot of work. What we can do is just use some pre-simplification. All right, so let's look diagonally this way first. I see 8 and I see 4. What number can go into both 8 and 4? And again, if you choose the GCF, it makes simplification even easier. So I know, well, 4 can go into both 4 and 8. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So far I simplified that. Now let's look the other way. You may already see it, 27 and 9. What number can go into both 27 and 9? Or 27 and 9 are both divisible by 9. 9 goes into both of them, so 9 divided by 9 is 1. 27 divided by 9 is 3. So look how easy our problem is now. 3/1 times 2/1. So 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1. And remember, if we get 6/1, that's exactly the same thing as just 6. And that's how you divide mixed numbers. Have a good day.